Hi friends, it's Boxing Day. I did a couple evening shifts, so I am quite tired. However, I have some work to do before the end of the year. I am working on chapter 8. It's going well. I actually finished my edit of chapter 8, but I have to transcribe everything from my iPad to my computer, so that's what I'm doing right now. It's very tedious, and I would say the only downfall to doing this handwritten method, I feel like it works really well for my brain, but for my time, it's not that great. So we'll see if I continue. I feel like I will because it's like an extra pass through the book, so whatever, but it's annoying. So that's what I'm doing right now. I need to do something with my hair, so I think I'm gonna break from my transcription. I'm watching Squid Game season 1 right now. My family is out at the mall, which is crazy to me. It's Boxing Day. The mall is gonna be crazy. When they come back, we're gonna start season 2. So I'm just rewatching season 1 right now. Book-wise, things are going well. I don't know how much I've cut from this chapter, but I feel like it's a good little chunk. I'm liking this chapter a lot. I liked it when I originally wrote it, so I haven't really changed much. I found a place to add in the bird that I mentioned a couple videos ago. I added her into the last chapter in a different point of view, and then I also have a spot that I'm going to add her into this chapter that I'm currently working on that will, you know, make her a more present character. She's not really a character, but she's important to one of my POV characters, so that's what I'm working on. But hair first. Hair, Squid Game, writing. Let's do it. Hi friends, it's Friday. I'm hoping to do some writing today. I just have a brow appointment in 10 minutes and then I'll be heading home and getting started. I did finish the chapter that I was working on yesterday. It's chapter 8. I cut almost 1,200 words from it. I think it was just shy of 1,200. I'm really liking it. I added in the bird, like I said. I think it went really well. I will have to add more of the bird into the next chapter as a follow-up as well, so that will add some words, but overall I'm still minus like 1,200 words, so it's working out well. I also watched Squid Game. I stayed up really late. That's why I'm kind of late starting the day. My brother and I stayed up late and watched the whole season. Let me know your thoughts if you watched it. I was not happy at the end. That's all I'll say. I'm going to write. I'll be working on chapter, I don't know if it's chapter 9 or if I'm working on an interlude today. I think it's chapter 9 and then an interlude. Not sure, but I will let you know when I get home and start working. Hopefully I'll get lots done. Got big plans. I feel a little bit bad because I'm kind of cheating on my Q1 goals, because I wrote like chapter 8, 9, yada yada into the first day. Like I wrote them into my Q1 goals, but when Q1 actually starts on Monday, I'll be done already, so I'm kind of cheating, but it's fine. We'll be ahead. That means I'm more likely to succeed. So I'll be back shortly with different brows and some work done. Let's do it. Good morning, friends. It's Saturday. I did not film yesterday, I don't think, after my initial clip. And I did not film because I did not work on anything except for the chapter that I had said was done. I was very slightly frustrated. Essentially, the way that I am doing this edit is that I'm going through the chapter in red first, and then I go through a second time in purple, and then I transcribe all the changes that I made into the new document, and then I go through another time to see if I missed anything. Essentially, it's very time consuming, and I already had like the thought in my mind that it may not be the best way to do things. Like I really do like the aspect of digitally writing on my manuscript. However, like it's very tedious to go through and hand type things that I've already changed. into the document. So already wasn't loving the method. But then last night I was doing my last read through and was hoping it was gonna be just a quick read through, get in, get out kind of deal. And there were so many typos, so many, like, I changed the way a sentence ended, but I didn't take out the end of the sentence. So like I have like this sentence plus an extra half sentence that doesn't match anything anymore. There were just so many like typos and things that I needed to fix, and I was super frustrated. So it got done. I cut like 20 more words from the manuscript, whatever, that's chump change. But I am, as of now, going to quit on the handwriting aspect of this edit, and I'm going to just edit in Word and do track changes in Word because it's taking way too long. And if I'm making all of these mistakes anyways and having to go through again like a real third pass, it's too much. So I'm just gonna go in a Word document, start in the Word document, and just go from there. So yes, that's why I didn't film anything. I was a little bit frustrated, but I did get that chapter officially done. I'm not looking at it again. I also did read through most of chapter 9. I just wanted to have an idea of what was going on in the chapter before I started like cutting things out. It definitely needs work. Of all the chapters that I've read so far, this one I was like, not my best writing. And not even just typo wise. I was like reading through and I'm like, I'm very inconcise in this chapter. And I'm also like, to go with inconcise, I'm very repetitive. I feel like I'm trying to make a point, but I'm like hammering you with the point, and I don't want that. Readers are smart people. So I'm going to fix that today. But first, I'm going to clean my room. My bed is a bit of a mess. That's fine. I'm doing laundry, so my sheets and whatnot are in the laundry. That's why the bed is a mess. But the rest of my room is also a mess. Christmas is over. I've got lots of Christmas bags and Amazon boxes that need to go to the recycling. And it's giving me anxiety looking in this room. So I'm going to clean first while my laundry is getting done, and then I will get started. I also have a video to film today. It'll be up before this one. It's my 2024 wrap up and my 2025 goals. I'm really excited to film that one. I like scripted everything out, everything that I wanted to talk about yesterday, but I didn't have the time or energy to film it yesterday. Also, my eyebrows look crazy. They still look kind of crazy, but better than yesterday. So I'm gonna film that later today. We'll get some work done, but first we gotta get the recycling out of here and clean it up. It has been a couple hours. My laundry is done. I also cleaned up my dressers, and I actually also went through, I have like this bucket for my dogs, and I just throw stuff in there for them. So I actually went through and organized it and got rid of a bunch of stuff because they don't know it's there. So if they're not using it, get rid of it. Anyways, so I am done cleaning for a bit. I can now get my brows wet. So I'm going to go and actually take a quick shower and get myself a little bit ready to do my video and film that and get that done and over with. And then I will write for the rest of the day. The light in here really does make me look yellow. Don't love it. Anyways, hello, it's Sunday. It's about noon. My video is uploading. I made a thumbnail. I do need to do the description, but it has like an hour to upload, so I have time. So I'm going to stop now and make some breakfast because I haven't eaten yet. And then Corey Kenshin has resuscitated himself from a deep sleep and he's been making videos. So he just posted this one. So it's got about an hour video. So I'm gonna make breakfast. My video has an hour to upload, so it'll be my little break time. I'll upload the video and then I will be writing. But first, breakfast. Okay, friends, it is just after 6. I've done a couple sprints. I found a playlist that's like EDM music, but it's like 2 hours long and has no words, and I was enjoying that. I used that for my sprints. It worked well, didn't distract me, so we'll probably return to that. I did save one more, so we'll see. I might switch for the next like writing session. But either way, I did a couple small sprints. I'm actually only like 7.5 pages through this chapter 9, and what I ended up doing is going over what I did yesterday. The beginning was fine, but near the end, when I was editing yesterday, I was tired, and I noticed that when I was reading through it today. My editing declines as I get tired, which makes sense. So I ended up just going through the first, I think I only did 4 pages yesterday. So I went through the 4 pages plus did a few extra in a couple sprints. And I was just checking my word count to see how much progress I've made, because I've cut some pretty big chunks out. This chapter is big to start with. It's 13,477 words. It's a big intro to Act 2. There's a big magical happenstance in this chapter as well. So it's large, but it's too large. So I have actually cut already in just the first 7-ish pages 1,000 words. And there's a section coming up that I'm hoping to streamline significantly. Basically, part of it is not really necessary, and part of it is world building that I want to get across, but I'm just trying to think of how to do it without the extra words. The fight at the end has to happen because that leads to the big magical thing that happens, but I kind of want to streamline how we get to that, because there's a lot of environments in this one chapter, because we start in a new country at the beginning of the chapter, and then from the forest we move to a town, and then from the town we move to like a magical forest, and that all happens in one chapter, which is why it's so long, because it has so many mini scenes. So I really want to like cut down the amount of extra stuff that's in there. So I'm gonna take a break right now. It's been pouring all day today, but I kind of want to go for a walk. I feel like my dogs are gonna hate me. They don't like walking in the rain, but I think that's what I'm gonna do anyways. Get some fresh air and then reconvene for some more editing. Let's do it. Good morning, friends. It is Monday. I'm still on vacation, so it'll be more writing today. I do have plans to go out and run a couple errands. I need to go to the hair store for some shampoo, and I'm gonna go to the bookstore. I got a gift card for Christmas, so I'm gonna hit up the bookstore. But for right now, we write. I didn't finish chapter 9, but I will almost for sure be done before I go out today. I ended up cutting a huge section out of the chapter. I think I'm down 3,000 words right now, and the part that I left off was me figuring out the transition between the two scenes, I guess, now that I cut that huge section. So I ended up just leaving it, and we'll return to it this morning. I also played Cult of the Lamb until like 1:30 in the morning, and then I still got up at 8 o'clock. Don't know why that is, if I'm being honest. But here I am. Made myself chai latte, and I'm gonna get to work. It is beautifully gloomy outside. It poured rain yesterday. Now it's raining / snowing, which is a terrible combination, but it looks nice and gloomy, so we're gonna roll with it. It's gonna be the vibe. I'm gonna drink my latte and get started. I will update you when I finish chapter 9 and give you the final words cut, because I think I'm approaching 10,000. Hi, it's still Monday the 30th, and I forgot to update before I went out again, but I did finish chapter 9. So happy. It took me a while. Honestly, I still think I could probably go back and cut some more out, but not as big of a chunk as this time. So the original version of this chapter was 13,477 words, and then the updated version is 9,266 words. So still a long chapter. However, I cut 4,211 words from the chapter. So I'm happy. I'm calling that a success. It took me a couple days to get through it, but I think it's worth it. I will definitely, before I transfer this over to a Google Doc, I'll definitely be reading through it one more time, and hopefully it will be a skim through like it's supposed to be. Might catch a couple little things, but it's not going to be another edit. So fingers crossed. I just skim through and move on. I do have an interlude next. Squeaky toys. Marvin. Cease and desist. Anyways, the next chapter is an interlude, which I'm super excited for because I love writing them and reading them back. The interludes are a more overt love story. There is romance in the main chapters as well, but the interludes driving force is a romance, and I just love writing it. I love the characters. So that chapter is about 4,600 words, so not terribly long. Hopefully I'll be able to cut it down a little bit more, but historically through the interludes that I've done so far, I haven't really cut much from them, so we'll see how it goes. That all said, it won't be tonight. I think I'm gonna set myself up so that I can just open the computer and start tomorrow, but I'm gonna game for the rest of tonight. I'm back on my Cult of the Lamb. Y'all should play it. It's so fun. And yeah, so I literally waste hours playing Cult of the Lamb. It's wild. I'm like, one more day, and then I look at the time and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not good, but here I am. So I'm gonna play Cult of the Lamb for the rest of the night. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow, so I'm not really sure how much filming I'll do. I think we're actually gonna go see a movie, which is not, we've never done that before. We usually stay home and watch the, what's his name? Anderson Cooper, because we think he's hilarious. We usually watch Anderson Cooper and just stay up and scream at midnight and then go to bed. But I think we might go to a movie tomorrow. I want to see Nosferatu, but nobody else in my family will see that. So I think we're going to end up seeing the Mufasa or whatever movie. I'll keep you posted, but that will be in the evening. So hopefully we'll get through this interlude tomorrow. Making really good progress. I have cut 9,798 words so far. So I am actually super close to being below 200,000. And this book started at 244,000. It says a lot about myself as an overwriter, but I will not call them wasted words. So I think 10K down would put me at 204,000 words. So we making progress. That actually a number makes me really happy. So we're doing good work. Now it's time to game. Bye. Hello, friends. It's the next day. It's New Year's Eve. I've done my 45 minutes of sprinting, so it was nice to check that off on my Notion. However, I was working on chapter 9. And I'm not done either. Mind you, it's been a very smooth read through. I didn't do much. I think I changed a couple words in the first handful of pages. And then I reached this section where I realized that I made my characters go to sleep and then they woke up and had a conversation, and then and then they walked and went back to sleep, and then the action happens the next day. I don't know why I didn't realize that I did that. So basically, I'm taking out that intermediary day, and that took a little bit of time just because I wanted bits and pieces of both of the conversations to be into just this one conversation. So it took a little bit of time. I'm past that now. I'm back at the big magic moment. I don't think that it will need much, hopefully, but my computer is dying and my 45 minutes is done, so I was like, I'm gonna take a quick break. We are gonna go to the movies tonight. We're gonna go see Mufasa, so that will be interesting. So I'm just gonna keep powering through. I think the only thing that I noticed about my Notion, I think I'll talk about it, or I did talk about it in a video, my wrap up and 2025 goals. I will link it down below. I made my goal, like my 45 minutes for each day, each writing day that I was supposed to have it, but I did not do the same thing, or I did not put my chapters, because those are also a checkbox. Like chapter 9 is a checkbox, chapter 10, whatever. The way I did it is I just did one chapter a day, which is not realistic, but I just didn't really think about it. I just like assigned them a day and moved on. And also, like, I didn't put them in order, so right now I have chapter 9 and then chapter 10 and chapter 11, and then the interludes are all at the end. But right now I'm working on chapter 9, and then it's an interlude, and then chapter 10, 11, 12, and then an interlude. So I didn't really like think that part over. I don't know if I will bother to fix it, because it doesn't really matter as long as I'm getting the 45-minute sprinting time each day. It just means that my chapters are assigned on weird days, but as long as they're getting done, I don't really think it matters what day I check it off. So I think it's fine. I'll probably leave it, but I also I'm going to film a new channel intro today. I just scripted it. It's gonna be super short, like hopefully a minute long, super short. But I have to put makeup on and I don't feel like it. So currently I'm gonna sit here and let my computer charge for a little bit and then get back to work. Little dogs. I'll update you later. Okay, I lied. I said I was gonna have a break, but I decided to just finish the chapter and be done. So it's 2:30. I finished going over chapter 9. I will not be going over it again anytime soon. And I cut it from 13,477 words down to 8,507 words. So I'm super close to 5,000 words cut, and I'm done with the chapter. Holy moly, it's way shorter. And it reads pretty good, because like I said, I went through it today instead of moving on. It reads pretty dang good. It works well as a slimmer chapter. So like I said, 8,000 is still a very long chapter, but nothing close to 13. So I'm actually going to take a break now. I've got the strain up on my TV. I also think I might color or crochet. I'm not 100% sure. I could also take a nap. I don't know. I'm undecided. I'm going to watch an episode of The Strain to start, and then we'll go from there. Oh, and I did a total. So my total cut from my book so far is 10,557 words. Yay! So that would put me at, I think I said I was around 204,000. So just under that. Killing it. All right, break time. Hello. I finished going through my interlude number 4. It went super well. I feel like I'm potentially biased in favor of the interludes because I like them so much. So I don't know if it's actually very good or if it's just my enjoyment of it is very high. Numbers wise, the interlude started at 4,603 words and I cut it down to 4,438 words, so 165 down. There wasn't much, honestly. It was mostly moving around some words, moving around sentences. I liked it a lot. I love the interlude. So I also set myself up to start chapter 10, and chapter 10 is only 2,141 words. I have to leave around 8:40 and it's just 10 after 7. So if I buckle down, I could very possibly, if there's not a lot to rewrite, get chapter 10 done as well today. So I guess I should probably do that instead of talking to the camera. It would be really nice to get chapter 10 done as well because I went through my Notion and was moving things around chapter wise. Like I said, I assigned basically a chapter a day, which is impossible depending on some of the chapters. So I was moving them around, being like, okay, well, certain chapters, like on work days, it might take me 2 or 3 days to do a chapter. And then on the weekend, I could do like a chapter a day. However, as I was doing that, my chapters take me into like mid-February. And that was supposed to be, we're getting betas in mid-February. So yeah, it would be nice to get a little bit ahead. It's not really a exact science on how long a chapter will or won't take. I'm doing my best. We're making it through. So I'm gonna try and get chapter 10 done before I go to the movies, and then depending on how tired I am when I get up in the morning, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll update you. Hi friends, this is editing day popping in. This is not actually where I had initially intended for this video to end. However, as I was compiling all the clips, the video was nearly an hour long. So this is where we are ending, and the January days will be in a vlog that comes next week. Thank you so much for watching. I got a lot of really good work done going into the new year, and I hope I will get a lot done in 2025 as well. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you have an amazing creative year, and I hope all of your goals are achieved. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you somewhere on the internet. Bye.